Bone conducting headphones? Let's check these out. Dave Taylor here, and I'm checking out these. These are so cool. These are the Naenka Runner Pro Bone Conduction headphones. You're looking at them and you're like, there ain't no stuff that goes in your ear. So how does that work? The answer is this part actually sits just in front of your ear. Here's a close-up of how it fits. But that actually not just gives you the sound, but it actually does it through your bones. So it's kind of a weird thing, but it sounds really good, and the people around you can't hear it, and nothing is covering your ear. So it's really perfect for a whole lot of applications. And obviously you put them on, super easy. They're on, right? So I don't have to worry about changing different ear tip sizes. I don't have to worry about having it be enclosed. If I'm out doing a sport, which is of course what they're primarily designed for, then I have all the ability to hear all the ambient noise around me. So if I'm really focused on my run and a car comes up, I can hear the car. I'm not isolating myself. It's not noise cancellation or anything like that. It is giving me the ability to listen to audio while I'm still completely able to hear the environment around me. Now, one really cool use case for this could be listening to podcasts or participating in the latest hot Clubhouse discussion while you're cooking or while you're interacting with other people, right? So you could be listening, no one else can hear what you're listening, and then when you wanted to, you could talk and then it would pick it up. So these are great for phone calls. Really, actually really cool. Everything has sort of a lower frequency to it. So everything sounds really low and mellow. And it actually works really well for phone calls. And then in terms of it picking up your voice, it's a little faint, as these devices tend to be when the microphone's way away from your mouth. But with just a tiny increase in your speaking volume, they're really, really pretty slick. There's a lot I like about these. Now, they feature 16 millimeter drivers, although, measuring driver size is a little bit of a different experience because they're not in your ear or directly on your ear. So it's probably not an apples to apples if you compare these to, say, 16 millimeter drivers on earbuds. All right. Bluetooth 5.0, which gives you a lot less hassle with connection loss and a lot greater range. 20, 30 feet is very much what I got with my iPhone 12 Pro as a source. They are IPX8 waterproof. You can wear these in the shower or while you're swimming, or if you really want to go for a run in an absolute deluge, then these are going to work fine. So I thought, all right. So I tried them in the shower. Super weird experience. And I will say that all the water running down kind of defeats the purpose, but I guess it'd be really good for a bath because then you don't have so much ambient noise around you. But they are IPX8 waterproof. You can wear these swimming if you can figure out how to keep them on your head. They have a tiny little 230 milliamp hour battery, which isn't very big, but that gives you 8 hours of playback time. Now, here's one of the real downsides of this, is that it's magnetically charged. Since the whole thing is sealed, there's no micro USB, USB-C, or anything like that. There's a special cable that it includes, and the special cable has a magnetic catch, and then you just put that on the headphones. You have to orient it correctly. You put it on the headphones, and then there's two things you can do. This is just USB 3 on the other end. You can plug this into anything and it will charge, easy enough. There's a tiny little LED that's blue when it's charged and red when it needs more battery, easy enough. But here's another cool thing. You can plug this into a computer, and this is actually a little tiny MP3 player with 8 gigabytes of storage. So you can drop your favorite 100 tracks on here and play them and not even take your phone, not take any other device, just have this. And this has onboard music. Pretty interesting idea. Now, as is common with these sort of devices, there is the 3-button with multifunction button. So here's a close-up of that, and here's a little cheat sheet of some of the button push sequences. You'll probably figure this all out, but honestly, I just tend to use the music source. Then again, you can't really do that if you're listening to the music that you've saved on your headphones. So I'm just really fascinated by that idea. It's very cool because there's a zillion Bluetooth devices, but how many devices have onboard music storage? Or, of course, you could store lectures and you could go for long walks in the mountains while you're listening to erudite lectures from experts on conservation or something. And, of course, because you are having these as bone conduction, then you can hear all the sounds around you so you aren't surprised by that pack of wolves or that ferocious bear. I do live in the Rockies, so, this is the kind of stuff we talk about. So they are low latency, so if you want to use these for the audio while you're listening to video, everything is in sync. And it does use CVC 6.0 for noise cancellation on your voice when you're on a phone call. And again, volume's a little low, which is pretty typical of these devices, but the other end sounds really good, and you're going to sound good on the other end. You just need to talk a little louder. Now, they did a really nice job with their packaging, so let me just sort of open this. Be open. All right, we'll open it. And there's not much in here, and at first I thought, all right, there's an instruction booklet, and then there are these safety ear foam, and I thought, wait a minute, where's all the different size earbuds? And then I said, bone conduction doesn't need ear tips because it doesn't go in your ear. So really, there's a lot to like about this. I'm really kind of enthused, and I love the whole technology, the whole idea that they're just taking advantage of a human anatomy to make a device that gives you so many positives. Now, having said all of that, it doesn't sound fantastic. I will tell you that if you took earbuds or headphones that went in your ear or over your ear, they're going to sound better. I mean, honestly, I think that's just logic, right? If you cut out all the ambient noise around you, if you have the speakers directly on top of your ear canals or in your ear canals, you're going to get better sound. So these give you good sound. They work fine. They are great for listening to music or something if you're working out, if you're doing work around the house, if you're a roofer and you're on the roof and you need to be able to hear when other people are yelling at you, but you want to have music the whole time too, you could totally do that with these. Have these on, just tune them to your favorite radio station or drop your favorite 100 songs onto here, and no one will even complain. No one will say, you can't wear headphones while you're working on a roof, dude, that's too dangerous. So, I just want to be candid that don't expect these to actually stand up against a device that's going to be in your ear or over and enclosing your ear. But having said that, they sound really pretty decent. I mean, you're not going to be complaining too much unless, again, you're looking for that audiophile experience, and bone conduction and audiophile are kind of two different things. But for what this offers, waterproof and everything, really pretty slick. So really the only thing left to talk about is the price. So before we get to the price, if I can, I'm going to ask you, if you don't mind, to subscribe to my channel. It's easily done with a click or a tap on that red button on the lower right, and we're connected. Great. All right, so these, obviously I'm a fan. These are the Naenka Runner Pro bone conduction headphones, and they're $165.90, except when I looked on their website, they were down to $129.90 at naenka.com. So if you're looking for some headphones that you can wear while you're doing physical activity or anything where you sweat or are exposed to the elements, or perhaps more importantly, need to be able to fully hear everything going on around you at the same time, these are definitely worth a look, a listen, worth checking out. So with that, I'll catch you in my next video.